Welcome to this look at a really immersive new mod map on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your sets. This is not Lodygowo. We are going to be going on to Lodygowo. This is the Lodygowo map tour. However, I am encountering the same issue I had on the last Polish map I did a map tour on. So I got quite a bit of kickback off that episode because I started off on Riverbend Springs to show what my settings are and what the game looks like. I was then told, well, that was a base game map, not a modded map, so, you know. And that people were having no problems at all with the new maps. Now, I know Giants have done a few updates recently, and some of those updates are all I thought were relating to PC related things. It keeps referring to things like DLSS and stuff like that, which obviously I play on console. I don't know how that would affect me. So I'm on my... This is a mod map. This is Drummond Farm. This is one of my Let's Plays at the moment, and this is what my current colour palette graphics things look like. And I'll show you again in my settings. If I come into here and we go to settings and we go across to graphic settings, I have my brightness on 1.6, and on 1.6 this is what this looks like. It's colourful, it's not over bright, it's not too dark, it's absolutely spot on. And that's the same on Riverbend Springs, it's the same on my Kinlake one, which again, I guess both those are Giants maps, but this is a modded one, so I just want to show this. So what I'm going to do now is jump into Lodygowo, and I'm going to do the map tour. I will have to make some setting changes, and you'll see. So here we are on Lodygowo. This is by Matlixx, 1003.52 megabytes download, so it's over a gig. There's a ton of detail in this map, but you can see already how bright that is. So like I say, it's been two Polish maps. What I'm looking forward to seeing is the next map that comes out. If it's not a Polish map, will it still be like this? If it is, I don't get it, because I downloaded Drummond since the last map tour I did on the Polish map, and that's fine. So I don't understand what the problem seems to be. Anyway, that being said, on New Farmer, farm manager start from scratch. The slot count is 1,172 on all of them. You start with all the same equipment and machinery. I got that down to 1,101 by removing all of the equipment and machinery. I didn't try and remove any of the buildings at the farm because I haven't, again, save your game. I would imagine a lot of it is integrated. There are no required mods to download. And under build mode, the only thing I found in addition to, I guess, there's quite a few paint textures available for landscaping. So what I'm going to do, and the only way I could, I guess, I kind of make it and I don't understand, again, when I did the last map tour and I did this and showed what I'm doing now, I had people saying they weren't having any issues at all with it. It's absolutely fine. So I'm going to bring down my brightness to its lowest setting, 0. I can't go any lower than that, and that makes it a bit more bearable at the moment. Still nice colours, and as I went around the map doing this, there were some areas that were still a bit bright, especially areas that are very white. There's some bales in a stack in a little while, and it's very glaring. So yeah, I don't know. It's odd why it is doing it. There are collectibles, 20 of. Spoiler alert. Just down to my right, down by my feet. You know, I don't want to give too much away. There are no custom crops. Contracts are available. What else do we need to know? I think we're good. So we start here. Oh no, the map. Let's have a look at the map. Let's have a look at the map. So the map looks like this. I don't remember doing a map tour on this in FS22. It says the conversion from FS22. The map doesn't feel familiar at all, unless it was in a different orientation or it's been changed massively, or it might have just been PC only, because I know this does say Lodygowo crossplay, and I think this was out in, I want to say November, possibly December on PC. So this is like the conversion crossplay version of it. Anyway, so we go across to our farmland. We start with a small farm down here with some bits and bobs on it. We do start with a couple of fields here and a few fields there, and that's it. We do have a secondary farm that we can purchase, which is up here on plot 148. We'll do that now. So we've got the stuff on it ready to see. Field prices are, I mean, when you look at the size of them, we've got a mixture of very, very small ones. So really nice and cheap. You can get cracking away if you want to do a little bit more kind of, I suppose, like hobby farming size field sort of things, or you can kind of work your way up, and you know, there's some bigger ones, as you can see, 620 grand, a nice mixture. But like I say, the map is very Shpikovo-esque. Again, there are some things on here. There are workers doing various different things, sound effects on different areas. There's a hole being dug. There's excavators. There's a building site with guys up on scaffolding. It really adds a massive amount to the immersion of the map. So, like I say, with this turned down, because again, I thought my TV's on the. I keep saying TV. My monitor's on the blink, and it shouldn't be. And so I thought I'll adjust the settings there, but it's not, because it's fine on other maps. So, yeah, odd one. Anyway, if we come through the gate here, we can open the main gate, we can go through the side here. Water is just there. There are NPCs on the map. And just around the back here, we've got a gas station. So we can come in here and get some fuel if you require fuel. And then next door to that is the start farm. And like I say, well, there's all these things like, you know, although you can't actually buy any of these bits, there's a lot of plots you can't purchase. And that's, you know, that's part and parcel. We've got sleeping wardrobe trigger just here. This is so we're at the start farm now. I'll actually open the gate because we need to go out of there in a minute. Let's open that. Come into the yard. And round to the left, we've got a trailer just there. And we've got our start equipment. So plough, cultivator, seeder, sprayer, harvester. That's a good point. Harvester. Oh, there's the header and header trailer. I was thinking, I don't recall seeing it. Storage, building, for equipment and machinery just here. Across the way, Farmer 400 silo, standard crop types, base game version. Shed over here, we're going to grab the Fent in just a moment. Spreader just there, and then we have got a pig pen which will hold 50 pigs just here at the start farm. So I didn't try to remove any of these buildings. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to. I mean, we can try that now. So you can get the slot count down lower than 1,101 if you wanted to. Yeah, we can remove that. Probably remove the pig pen. Can we try that as well? Yeah. So you'll be able to get the slot count down even lower if you don't want to start with equipment machinery and you want a slightly different looking yard. There are tons of Polish mods and stuff out there. I mean, there are so many modders that do it. Raiders, some of Raiders stuff is really, really detailed. But there's just other modders are available. So let's grab the Fent and let's head around. It's the only tractor we start with. It's a big old unit actually, considering it's quite a small farm. It's a big tractor to be getting on with, but I suppose the plough's a fair size. Seeder, yeah, it kind of works. Whoa, mind the wall. And you'll see as we go around. It's a cracking looking map. I really do like it. Oh, and I've said this a lot. I do have a penchant for the Polish maps. Yeah, see the bales there. That's just, even with the brightness turned down as low as I can put it. You turn towards that and with the sun off that is insanity. So I don't know. I don't know what's causing it. I really don't. So as we come into here, we are at Rolmex. So this is Rolmex Depot. We've got Rolmex Grain Sell Point is just here. And then we've got Rolmex Purchase Point. Now I came with the standard trailer, and this gave me the option to purchase lime seed and fertiliser. It looks like it's all pallets. I don't see any reason why, because you've got these here that with a tank you shouldn't be able to do liquid fertiliser and herbicide, I assume, because it's a purchase point for those types of items. But again, with all of the yards, none of this is standard plonked down sell points. It all has a really, really immersive, lived in, being used feel, you know. So a little bit further along the road here, and then we'll head up the map. We'll swing around in the we're turning just here. Just up here, around behind this building, is Ben. Ben's up there for a chat. And then if we just pull down to there and stop a second and cross the road, watching for traffic of course, which I don't normally do, open the gates here and we are in the animal dealer yard. So animal dealer point just there, Katie's just over there, and it says straw bale, but bale sell point is just here. So animal dealer. We'll grab the tractor and we shall continue. So heading back a little way, not too far. Trying to look at those bales. It's like when someone's had their teeth whitened and you look at, whoa, they're like just that. It's not anything like that, but you know what I mean. So let's turn up here, off the beaten path. Well, I mean, it's a fair sized road, but it's not the main road. So we've got a bit of a drive now. Tree lined avenue. It's nice. It's lovely. It works. It does say in the description. There are Easter eggs. I don't know what for, but I haven't come across anything other than those collectibles, unless that's what it means by Easter eggs. Maybe. We've got a kind of cross track coming up in a moment. We're going to turn left. See what I mean about the sound effects? Pretty cool. All the way down this track, we have got a purchase point for manure. Actually, I'm just trying to think. I don't know if I've come across a purchase point for slurry and digestate. Usually it's at the animal dealers. There's a couple of plots like this that have got a purchase point for manure. Sort of just, you know, it's out here, it's available. Unless when it says manure, it means all of it. Maybe you can get slurry from it as well. I mean, it does show a pile of manure. Anyway. Back along this track. I guess we probably could cut across country a little bit here. There's a lot of fields. No, we'll carry on where we're going. Don't want to drive across people's crops. That would turn map tours into absolute carnage. Just tonking across the countryside with no regard whatsoever for fields. I mean, I do that sometimes, to be fair. It's not my preferred method. So, a little bit of a trundle out this way. We've got the only production that's on the map. And we've got Noah out here at the sawmill. Again, loads of detail on it. Noah's just there. Sawmill just here. We come into here and down to our productions. You'll see there, fairly standard sawmill with the productions it will do. Lovely. Then we're going to head up to that, was it plot 148? 148 that we purchased, which is the second farm. So the first one's an older style. It says there's 2 farms to choose from in both the old and new styles. I think because the farmhouse on this one's a bit more modern. And I guess because it's not right on sort of on the village road in with all the older houses, it's kind of this one's more salubrious, is that the word, up on the hill like it's been built. I tell you what, I do like this bumpy track. That's got some bumps to it. That's pretty cool. We'll back up from here in just a second. So sleep and wardrobe trigger just over here. So this is, yeah, see what I mean, much more modern farmhouse here. Fancy. And across the way we've got the silage clamp just there, more storage just there, cow pasture for 58 cows just there, farmer 400 silo, 400,000 litre standard crop type, and another shed just there. We come back around the side there, will be right by the other entrance to the farmhouse, the main farmhouse here. What's cool about this as well, right where we are here, is all these little plots again, so you can pick up a whole load of stuff fairly cheaply and kind of get cracking away. And there's nothing to stop you, I guess, as well, depending on what's in the way, if there's anything in the way, blending fields together and that sort of thing. It's a difficult one, isn't it, because if you're kind of subsistence farming a field that size, and when you're using small equipment and machinery, it's pretty cool to do. Tiny little harvest, but you've got enough crop there that will last you through till the following season for your own benefit. But obviously playing a game like this, you need to be making money, so you need to be selling crops to be able to buy whatever it is you're going to buy. You know, I suppose it's like anything, isn't it? Fertilizers and herbicides and stuff like that. Transitions I'm finding, I have found, I can't necessarily speak for the entirety of the map, but it's it feels very natural. Yes, there's some bumpy bits and stuff like that, but it's not. I haven't found any bits that seem sketchy. There's so much detail in all the yards, all the gardens. You can see why the megabyte download is as high as it is. This is a sell point here. It says Smarty. It says on the map, just there. If we carry a bit further along. Too far. Where was it? Oh yeah, got to be careful here. So this is where they're doing some works. One of the guys in the road is a rather solid obstacle, whereas most pedestrians you can kind of drive through and not worry too much about it. I mean, say it depends when you say not worry too much about it. So yeah, and you've got the sound effects, you've got talking, let's say very Gportal-esque, which I like. Cool. It's just a nifty feature. I like it. Up in here, if we open this up, we've got a straw sell point just to the right. We've got a gas station. So straw point just there, gas station point just there, purchase point for seeds, fertilizer, etc. Round to the side here. All these sheds, there's a few sell points, stuff like this. Again, I can't think, what other map did we have this on? I think it was another Polish one, wasn't it? I like this immersive detail to sell points. I guess all this stuff will then push, you know, it pushes up downloads and that kind of stuff because there's a lot on it. And then we've also got here, what was this one? Gas station, fertilizer, seed and buy. Was this the village head store? Yes, the village head's storeroom. Is that sell point just there, I think? Let me just double check that on my notes. Yeah, the village head's storeroom. So that's a sell point at this particular location. But as you go across, it's there are loads of different yards. I mean, look at all the bales piled up there. It's awesome. From here, again, slightly bumpy track, but that's good. To our right, when we stop in just a moment, what yard do I want? I think I need to go up into this yard. To our right, David is in his yard. I think he's got some chickens and stuff. There you go. Again, adds to the immersion. Livestock and stuff moving around. You don't own it, you can't own it, but it all adds to it. That's David. No sell point there. And again, I suppose it's all these locations, you can't buy any of these, so it's that thing again of, I mean, there's plenty of sell points on the map, but if you wanted to add your own touch to it, it's harder to do when there are locations that lend themselves really nicely to a nifty little sell point or something for a bit of storytelling, but you can't always do it. But then, as far as storytelling goes, I think there's plenty going on. You could have barn finds and stuff and excavators in, because there's plenty about anyway. Shipping containers that are open, as you can see, so you could put stuff all over the place if you wanted to go down that route. Anyway, we've seen David. So this is vegetables at the President's, just here. This is the warehouse sell point, just there, and the next to that is our pallet purchase point from the warehouse, just there. Coming up a bit further past there, we've got purchase point of manure at the President's, and then a bit further up here we have got grain selling station. That's where you sell. It has got a pipe above, but you can't buy from that. Actually, there's not a... I wonder then. Yes, looks like this is slurry here as well then. Because on the map, it just shows as... Click on that, there you go. Purchase of manure, President. And it has got that pile there, but it does also have the tank there. And this is kind of between the two, so I'd imagine. Yeah, that's likely, isn't it? Let's grab our tractor and go out the top of the... top of the yard here. See all the bales piled up out here. That's what we saw across the way. So out from here, and just along past here, the next point So this one here, we open the gate. This is Tashovo, I think is how you, again, sorry if I've said that wrong. We've got a sell point there, grain purchase GR Tashovo, and then just a bit further up there's another one in the bunker. Why doesn't let me click on that? Just there we've got a water tank. There you go, GR Tashovo plate. So we've got a sell point just here. We've got a sell point in there, and this is what I was talking about. Look at this. This is cool. Guy up there, but it's actually got some tools in his hands as well. This guy just having a break, you know, chilling out as you do. And then water point. I guess it's the water point here. Oh, there you go. Look, those tanks there. There's your water point. I was so busy looking at this when I came round checking. I thought I like that. I think it's very clever. So, and then you've got tractors and stuff all over the place. It just again has this immersive feel to it. From here then, we've got a little bit of a drive, but it's lovely countryside, so we'll take it all in as we go. It's got a lovely sweep to it as well. Little almost crossroads sort of bit here. Got a little bit of drive now, and we're heading down towards the main vehicle shop with workshop, which is also the reset point on the map. And if you continue on from there, it takes you down to the main road, and the main road runs across the bottom and brings you back along to where we started. It's interesting, what was the map tour I did a little while ago, where when you started on the map there were no sound effects, and it's funny how, you know, just driving on there you hear the birds tweeting and we heard the owl and that kind of stuff, that I guess you kind of get so used to there being some kind of ambient sound, the lack of it is really noticeable. But then I suppose the flip side of that is also true, that sometimes you get maps where the sound effects can be too loud and overbearing, and it depends. But this I like, yeah, so it's good. So main vehicle shop here, we have got a point here for checking your finances before you go in and decide to buy anything. You can mess around with the settings there. Vehicle shop just there. Actually, can we go through here? Oh, we can. That's a bit fancy. But into the main workshop. This lift doesn't operate, but we have got doors all the way around, so you can bring your vehicles in. Again, for simulating whatever it is you want to do. Workshop trigger is just here. And the reset point is in the yard. People just chilling out. And we'll grab the tractor and we'll head down to the main road. But that, in essence, ladies and gentlemen, is Lodygowo by Matlixx. As I said at the start, I am curious to see when the next map comes out, whatever it ends up being, to see. I don't know. I can't fathom it. I genuinely can't work out what's wrong. I don't know why. I can go on pre-existing ones. I've downloaded, like I said, I've downloaded Drumard and I've gone on to that, and that's fine. But I'm just having problems. I don't, like I say, it has to be something. Whether it's PlayStation only that's having the problem, or maybe it's just me that's having the problem, which again I don't understand why. Anyway, all that being said, that is the map. That is the map tour. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape, or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.